We are in to the final of the Premier Sports Cup. We are in to the second round knockout stage of the Europa League, but we need to get our domestic campaign back on track, guys. We're sitting in 7th place in the Cinch Premiership, nowhere near where we want to be. We find ourselves 7 points off the European places. Ross County with a 7-point lead. There's still a lot of games to be played, but still, at this stage of the season, we did not expect to be this low down. We did not expect to be this far off. Things have to change in the league, and I'm hoping they can change right here, right now, because we've got a big game against Inverness Cali Thistle. The reason it's a big game is because I'm sure it's a game that we have to be winning. We're at home. We're taking on the bottom team in the table. I mean, it doesn't spell out a W much more than that, does it? So let's go, let's beat Inverness. Our next 3 games in the league are all at home, to be fair. Then we've got at home tie against Peterhead in the Scottish Cup. So there's no reason why we should not be winning these next 3 games. So let's try and get 9 points for 9. We're going to take it straight to Inverness Cali Thistle here. We're going to give them absolutely no chance. That's what I'm hoping. And I'm hoping that we can, like I said, take it to them. Balogun, his form's been really poor of late, so he will not be starting. I think we're just going to go with this team here. But maybe take Presley out, even though he's been doing not bad. And we bring Fernando Llorente back in, or do we leave? I think we'll play Llorente, and then we've got the option of bringing on Presley if we want. Ben Woodburn has been banging in the goals as of late. His fitness is a bit, it's not great, to be fair. I think we may leave him out. It's against the bottom table side. I think we're going to bring in Barry Mackay, and we'll just rest. We'll rest Woodburn for the next match, because this should be a game that we win relatively easy. It's the same with Michael Smith. Fitness issues. I think we'll bring in Jamie Brandon. We'll give him a chance out there, and that should do it. And we've got, you know what, we're actually going to rest Craig Gordon as well, because we've got a lot of games coming up. So Stuart's going to come in. He's going to play, and Craig Gordon will be dropped to the bench. But like I said, there's a lot of games coming up thick and fast because of the Winter World Cup. We've got a shitload of games over the next 2 months. I will have to be rotating the squad, and that is why I've made a couple of key changes here. So we are the favourites here. We should be winning this comfortably. That's what I'm telling the players. I expect the players to go out and show me that I am telling the truth, essentially, that we should be winning this comfortably. We've got a full card in the Scottish Premiership, so I mean, we really just want the teams above us to be losing. I'm looking at it. Got Dundee United playing Hibs, so somebody is bound to drop points there, which is good. And we're only 5 minutes in, and both Old Firm teams are currently leading. Rangers double their lead with a Tavernier penalty. 8 minutes in, Rangers lead St Johnstone 2-0 at Ibrox. Celtic 1-0 up. All the other games currently 0-0. Cammy Devlin heads it down to Watson. Moore to Chapman. Chapman back to Moore. Moore on the ball, plays into Devlin. Short pass in here from Hearts. Inverness Cali Thistle not really made a dent in the game yet. They're not closing this down. Barry Mackay out to Jamie Brandon. Brandon cross into the back post. It's somehow been kept in by Chapman. The cross, though, for Chapman ain't the greatest. And Inverness Cali Thistle should clear it, but only as far as Benny. Devlin. Llorente out to Brandon. It's a good passage of play here. Brandon crosses it back in, and it's Llorente. You cannot give him that sort of space. Llorente, when he gets a header, you know it's going to end up in the back of the net. He celebrates in front of the away fans, and it is Hearts 1, Inverness Cali Thistle 0 in the 11th minute, thanks to Fernando Llorente. And just like that, guys, we move above Dundee United thanks to Hibernian. Our Edinburgh rivals are actually doing us a favour at the moment by beating Dundee United at Tannadice. As things stand, we would move back in to the top half of the table. So far so good. Ross County is beating Aberdeen thanks to a Joe Lewis goal. That is not good for us. We want to try and start catching Ross County. And if Ross County keep picking up wins, then that is probably not going to happen. We're being recommended to take Leo Watson off already. It's early days. I don't know if we want to be making a sub here in the opening 32 minutes. We've had 9 shots to Cali's 3 though, so we are controlling possession. Livingston have equalised against Celtic. Did not see that one coming. Livy then, with that goal, Bruce Anderson making it 1-1. Morelos gives Rangers now a 3-goal lead. So lots of goals here in the cinched Premiership. I wouldn't mind another goal our way though, just to try and settle the nerves here. Asking you may receive. Mackay whips it in, it's headed away, Suter will chase back. He plays it out to Llorente. Why is Llorente out this wide? Surely he should be in the box. I mean, he should be in the box waiting for the head. But no, he's out wide and in a wide position. Suter to Benny crosses it in, back post, Mackay's there. Mackay brings it down, Mackay. Oh my god, these crosses back and forth. Suter into Llorente. Oh, he hits the post. Fernando Llorente, another header, another opportunity. It should have been another goal. Unfortunately, he could only hit the post and watch the ball go out for the throw-in. Dundee have taken lead against Motherwell. It's half-time here at Tynecastle, but it's been a convincing display so far. We're in complete control. Cruise control, you could say, but the only difference is here we've not got a comfortable lead here. It's just the one goal. So we're ahead in the score sheets, guys, but come on, let's try and increase the lead. Let's try and at least double it and give ourselves a bit of breathing space here. Because as well as we've played, you know, one goal could change this entire game. Inverness, Califis will get it, and then you never know what could happen. So we need to make sure that we get the second goal here and we see this game out. There's no way we should be losing this. So we need to just make sure we get the job done. It's Benny to Suter plays it through. It's Barry Mackay. Barry Mackay's going. Barry Mackay hits it right at Ridgers. Should have done a hell of a lot better there. Martin standing over the ball, just blasts it off the Hearts wall. Wasn't very good there. Carson whips it in. Moore heads it away to Chapman, and Hearts now could counter. Chapman up to Llorente. It's not a great ball though, and it's taken care of by Inverness Kelly Thistle. Suter then brings it down. Suter looks for Barry Mackay. It's a great ball through to Barry Mackay, surely, and Barry Mackay puts it wide. How's he done that? Barry Mackay has to score that, man. That is an easy opportunity to make it 2-0, and he somehow drags it wide. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. Van Veen is equalised for Motherwell. Motherwell back in that game against Dundee. I think I'm going to make the substitutions now. Who are we going to take off? Suter's looking pretty tired. He's having a good game though. He's having a good game, but yeah, we're gonna take him off. We're gonna bring on Balogun. And who else can we bring on? Llorente's having an excellent game, so I don't really want to take him off. We're gonna play Balogun in the left, and I'll bring Devlin in there. And that should do us for now. And Chapman looks like he's tired, so we'll bring on Josh Ginnelly. We'll just make our 3 subs now. I mean, I know you could argue we're making a bit of a mistake here. If Inverness Cali's go and get back in it, we could be in trouble. If we get an injury, we could be in trouble having used all our subs, but I just do not see this game getting away from us here, so I'm just going to make all 3 right now. Could come back to haunt us. I don't think it will. Well. That was almost an equaliser there for your county. What the hell, guys? Come on. Cannot allow them headers like that clear in the box. Ball it to Balogun. We're playing a lot of long balls in this game. Moore heads it on to Balogun. He can only flick it into the path of Carson. And Inverness Califis will clear it again. This time Devlin no picks it up. Make it Devlin to Benny. Back to Devlin. Devlin being forced to go back the way, not the direction we're looking to go here. Devlin out to Mackay. Brandon through to... Oh, Llorente pegs his man. Oh, and Fernando Llorente. What a goal that would have been after pegging the defender. Strikes it from outside the box, but unfortunately it just goes over the bar. Martin Boyle makes it 2-0 for Hibernian, and at the moment it looks like that's going to consolidate our place in the top 6. The only way you can see us not finishing in the top 6 after this match day is if we do not win. Oh, and Devlin has a header cleared after the line by Duffy. I mean, that would have seen the points secured, but again, Inverness Califis hold it on by their fingertips here. We should be at sight. We really should. We should have scored at least 3 goals, in my opinion. But as things stand, we've still only got the 1, and it's only 1 goal in it, and 1 goal could certainly change it. Short plays it short to Halkett. Halkett to Moore now. Devlin back to Moore. We're playing it from the back. Halkett to Moore to Devlin. Devlin now gets to turn and finds space and finds Ginnelly. And this could do it. It's Josh Ginnelly. Oh my god, it's another save for Richards. Oh, what do we have to do to get this second goal? It's just not coming for us. Barry McKay whips it in, headed away by Allardyce. It's Dooley. Dooley now against Balogun. Balogun looked like Balogun won the ball in my opinion, but the linesman seen it differently. He's gave the free kick. Didn't agree with that, but not a lot we can do. If it's a free kick, it's a free kick. They do say the officials in Scotland are shite, and you know what? I'm kind of tempted to agree there because Balogun clearly won the ball. Mentality, we're actually going to come off that. We're going to go balanced here. And we are going to just regroup and hold shape. I do not want to lose this game from here. I'm content just seeing it out and getting the 1-0 win, getting the clean sheet, getting the 3 points. That will do us very nicely. And now we've got 4 minutes to go. Benny picks up a 4th yellow card. Rangers pick up a 4th goal. It's coming in 4s here. Rangers make it 5. Lundstrom in the 91st minute. 4 minutes of added on time. It should be enough for us to see this out. I cannot see any way back for Inverness Cali Thistle. There is no way back for Inverness Cali Thistle, guys. We've done it. It was a convincing performance, but the scoreline, leaves a bit to be desired. I mean, we should have won that game easier than we did. And even though Inverness Cali Thistle really created anything, I still feel like the potential was there for a banana slip. We could have gave away a goal and we could have drew that, and I'm just glad that we managed to get the win. I mean, we played great, I thought, but to only score 1 goal, slightly disappointing. Disappointing result for Celtic as well, dropping points at Livingston there. That will give Rangers an opportunity to catch up for 2nd place. We have had a contract accepted here for Everton's Rui Perez. Perez is very interested in negotiating terms. Let's see if we can negotiate terms for this kid. 24-year-old midfielder, looks like a solid player. So let's kind of see what kind of deal he wants. I think that the most we can offer appears to be 8.5k. I would be breaking. I think I would be setting a record, wouldn't I, for a Hearts player's wage. So I don't really want to go any more than. I think we'll go down to 8. Minimum release fee, I want to take that out. Selling percentage fee, I do not want to begin him any of that. And we'll see if we'll suggest this, we'll see if he accepts. No, he's not accepted. And he seems to want this release fee thing, which I'm just not really happy about. At 1.5 million, it seems like a bit of a joke if you ask me. I'm going to try. So it looks like this deal is going to be off the table here. Unless he accepts. Oh my god, he's accepted that. So he's accepted this 8.5k, and it looks like if we want to, then we could sign Rui Perez, who is a deep-lying playmaker. I mean, you look at his stats, they're fucking solid. They're great, I'm not going to lie, they are really, really good. But to be paying 8.5k in wages, I don't know if we want to commit to that. But he looks a solid player, and he could be a Hearts player soon enough. So we'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep ourselves updated. We're going to praise Llorente here. Hopefully he keeps scoring goals. He does. I mean, he scores when he wants, especially when it's on his head. You do not expect him to miss. But you see that breaking news there with the signing of Perez. It looks like we could be getting him, but you can see some Everton fans here saying I'd take the money and run. Imagine ever rating him. So Everton fans seem happy actually to be getting money from us. So maybe that's not such a good signing after all. We'll see if it goes through or not. I mean, there's still time. He could pull out. We could pull out. We don't know what's going to happen. We've got a few more days for the next game. We'll see though if there's any update on that transfer. Alright, so here we go, next game then, thick and fast, only 2 days in between matches, and we barely had time to take a breath before we have to go and take on Motherwell now. Motherwell within 2 points of us. Again, if we lose this, we drop behind Motherwell, we drop out of the top 6, so I mean, these games, like I said, every game's mega important at this stage, and we just need to make sure that we keep on winning. Stephen Kingsley will almost be back from injury, but until he is, we're going to keep playing Leo Watson. Michael Smith can come back into the team. We're going to bring in Craig Gordon again. I think Llorente's got to play again. I mean, he was so good in that last match. Everything he touches more or less goes in the back of the net, so I think we're going to keep him there. Woodburn can come back in. Do we go with Chapman or Chapman? The goals are drying up. You know what? I think we'll start Josh Ginnelly. We'll give Josh Ginnelly a chance. And I think that's going to do it then. I think that's the team that we'll go with. Or did we maybe bring in Ball? Maybe give Ball a chance. Dominic Ball. Bring him in. Maybe play him over Benny. Just rest Benny. Give Ball a chance. I mean, his form, Dominic Ball's form ain't the greatest. But yeah, you know what? We'll go with it. And maybe actually we'll rest... I might rest Suter, and I think we'll bring in Balogun for Suter, so boom. We'll do that, and that's what we're going to do. So there we go. Made a few changes. Hopefully, we can still get the win though, with these changes that we've made. I think this team that we're putting out is still good enough at home. Motherwell aren't exactly having a great season, of course. They are a team that we need to be wary of. I mean, it will not be an easy game, but I still think we should have enough in the tank. At least that's what I'm hoping. But Motherwell, they will be motivated. Let's be real, guys. They know that if they win the day, they go above us and they potentially go into the top 6. So if they've got any hopes of European football, they're going to have to probably start putting a run together, and you expect that run would need to come relatively soon. So they will want to win today. Speaking of winning today, Kevin Nisbet has fired Hibs ahead in the 4th minute against bottom of the table Inverness Cali Thistle. So that's a good... Oh, well, it's a free kick here. I think he could be off here. Wallace is going into the referee's book, but what colour will the card be? It's red. That's harsh. I mean, it was from behind, but I still think that's harsh on Lee Wallace. The former Rangers man there, again, sent off at the 8th minute. And if we do not win this, then what the hell are we doing with our lives, guys? Come on. A man advantage against Motherwell at home. We have to convert this into 3 points now. 100%. Celtic have taken the lead against Ross County thanks to a Davy Turnbull penalty. That puts them, 9 points ahead of Rangers. But Rangers have 3 games in hand. So if Rangers can win their 3 games in hand, they would reduce the gap. Well, actually, it's 11 points. But if they win their 3 games in hand, they would reduce it down to 2. Which is still close, but... I mean, winning 3 games in a row isn't exactly the easiest thing in the world. And Rangers' next game is against Aberdeen, so that should be a tasty one. But for now, we are the team with the man advantage. Surely we can convert that into some goals. We can convert that into 3 points. It's Watson out on the left-hand side, whips a ball in. Llorente! And it's I don't know there. Llorente headed it towards goal. I think it may have just been tipped over the bar by Liam Kelly. Perhaps not. We'll need to see a replay on that, but we ain't getting one. So, regardless, 31 minutes in, it's 11 shots to 0. It's domination. I mean, we should be winning though. Hibernian 3-0 up against Inverness. Inverness are going down. They're just not good enough. 19 games in, halfway through the season for them, and they've only picked up 6 points. That is simply not good enough. I mean, you could argue they're only 8 points off Livingston, so if they can put a run together, they have a chance of catching them, but, I mean, like I said, 6 points so far. It's just not looking likely that they're going to pick up enough points to even get a sniff of avoiding relegation, but we've had more than a sniff of the Motherwell goal. We've had 16 shots to their 0, but still, it somehow remains 0-0 at the break, so we are going to go very attacking straight away in the second half. Going to up the tempo, going to go more direct, and we'll leave it for a bit, and then we will look to make subs. But as things currently stand, guys, this would be a massive 2 points dropped. This would be an unreal result, and not in a good way. It would be awful, but there's still over 39 minutes to go, so let's hope that we can get something out of this, and by something I mean a win. Really, we should be winning comfortably. We should be winning this like 3 or 4-0. Woodburn. Oh, he gets past his man. Good stuff there for the number 9. Woodburn, can he find the cross? It's Llorente! Oh, it's Fernando Llorente. It's too good. It's too easy. Woodburn with the cross. Llorente with a header. And we are going to miss his goals like hell. When he does retire, or when he decides to leave the club, whenever that will be, whether it is at the end of the season, or the end of next, or, you know, a season or 2 after that, whenever it is, let's be real, he's on borrowed time. We know that Llorente doesn't have another 10 years ahead of him. Arguably could only have another 1 year, maybe 2 years ahead of him.
but we're going to miss those goals big time when he retires, and I'm not looking forward to having to replace him. 20 shots to 1. I think we're going to make the subs here. Let's take Llorente off. We're going to bring on Liam Boyce. Who else are we going to bring on? I think we'll bring on... Will we bring on Chapman for Woodburn? I think we will. And Mikey Devlin. I think we'll bring on Mikey Devlin for Craig Halkett. We'll just, again, make the free changes, get the fresh legs on, and we should be able to see this game out. Mentality, we're just going to go to positive and just try and shut it out. I mean, it's 1-0. I would prefer to be winning these games by more, but here, if we get the 3 points, then we get the 3 points, and that is my main concern as things currently stand. We are 6th in the table. Dundee United are getting beat, which is, again, all these results today are going well for us. Couldn't really ask much more from the other games. Unfortunately, Hibs winning is a bit of a blow. Hibs would currently be 9 points ahead of us if things stay the same. We will have 2 games in hand, but still, there's no guarantee you win those 2 games. And it does give Hibs a massive advantage over us here as we head into the second part of the season. But Chapman here with a chance to finish the game. Liam Kelly, double-handed parry out for a corner kick. Hearts will be taking it. It's going to be Chapman to come over. He crosses it in. It's back post. It's Liam Balogun. I think it may have took a deflection, but it's his first goal. It is his first goal for the club, and he will celebrate that one. He met the header from the Harry Chapman corner. It did look like it took a deflection to me, but it doesn't matter. It's counted as his goal. He gets the goal. 28 shots to 1 in our favour, and it's going to come to an end here, guys, at Tynecastle. It's finished Hearts 2, Motherwell 0. Now, let's be real. I'm going to be honest. I don't think that game would have been anything like that had it been 11 against 11. But you've still got to give us credit, man. What a performance that is. To dominate in that fashion, even with an extra man, it's not an easy feat. And I think Motherwell have got to be ashamed of themselves to register 1 shot in the entire 90 minutes. It's pretty mad. I mean, I think they should have done better there. We're going to skip the press conference. I'm not going to brag about beating a team with 10 men. It's not really what I'm about. But what I am about is another Cinch Premiership game in 3 days' time. We've got to rest the players. We've got to make sure we're 100% fit. We've got to field the strongest and fittest team possible for that game. And like I said, heading into this trio of games, 3 home games against 3 teams that are definitely beatable. We had to make sure we got maximum points. So far we've got 6 out of 6. Can we make it 9 out of 9? Up next we have Ross County as we aim to make it 3 wins for 3. But before we play Ross County, there is some mad news, some breaking news, and we have completed the signing of Rui Perez. This guy looks to be an absolute beast of a player. We got him for 575k. He does become the highest paid player at the club by quite a margin, 8.5k per week. Unfortunately, his minimum release fee is only 1.2 million for foreign clubs, so there is a good chance that he will not be with us long term, but I do expect him to make a massive contribution to the team while he is here, and he's going to be pushing Benny and Devlin for their places in the squad 100%. I'm actually thinking about possibly changing up the formation to try and get all 3 of these guys into a team. So yeah, great to sign him, happy to sign him. Now let's move on then to our next game, where we are taking on Ross County. And I'm actually thinking about changing the formation. I think we might play the 4-3-3 because I want to try and get him in there. And yeah, we're just going to go for it. So here's how we're lining up in this massive game. It's Gordon, Smith, Suter, Moore, Watson, Benny, Devlin, Perez goes into that midfield, and then it's Woodburn, Mackay and Llorente. What a midfield trio that is of Benny, Devlin and Perez, man. I think that's absolutely going to, boss teams in that midfield. Hopefully we can start here against Ross County. I'm being bold. I'm going for the new formation. I'm putting arguably the best 3 players that we have on the pitch at the same time in that midfield, and we're hopefully going to just dominate Ross County here could be making a mistake. Maybe we should have stuck to the formation. We did pick up back-to-back wins. Things were looking pretty good for us. That formation has got us to a cup final. It has got us into the second round of the Europa League, but I've went for something different, guys. I've decided to give it a chance, and we'll see if it pays off against Ross County. We're 12 minutes in. Neither team yet to have a shot, which is a wee bit strange, but we've got 78% possession, so far we are in control of the possession. We're doing a good job there. Celtic have taken the lead against Dundee United. St Johnstone pelling the misery to Inverness. It's not looking good for them. I cannot see Inverness staying up at this rate. It's going to be a corner for Ross County. Charles Cook whips it in. It's headed away. I think Suter was first to it. He got the head on it. Back at the Charles Cook. Good save for Gordon. Smith then clears it, and it's Ross County who have the first opportunity to take the lead here. Not great. Here we go. Can we regroup? Smith throws it to Suter. Suter all the way back to Craig Gordon. The rain's coming down now at Tynecastle. Not ideal conditions, but we're going to try and just make it work. It's Benny to Moore to Watson. There's Rui Perez, the new man. It's Mackay. What a ball. Mackay finds Woodburn. That's surely it. And Ben Woodburn somehow blasts that. And it doesn't go in. I mean, that should be 1-0. You cannot get into that situation and call yourself a footballer and just not put it in the back of the net. You know, it doesn't make any sense. I have no idea how he hasn't scored that. But he hasn't scored it regardless. So, we need to do something, guys. At the moment, we are 4 points behind Ross County. Win this, it's down to 1. Lose this, and it's back up to 7. And 7 points is a decent enough advantage for County. So, I mean, they'll be thinking if they can win this, they probably think they've done enough. Even though there's still a lot of games to play, they'll be thinking that they're in a good position. But if we can win this and go just 1 point behind, then we really, really put the pressure on. We're passing about pretty well. We're dominating possession. We're in control of the game. Our passing's good. Apart from that pass was terrible. But Llorente then drops into the midfield to pick up the ball. It's Watson to Moore to Perez. Back to Watson. Watson to Moore. We're like, these short passes are good, but not really getting us anywhere. But Watson, what a ball through to Mackay. And Mackay blast that over. I think it may have been offside. No, it took a deflection. I think the keeper saved it for a corner. Mackay whips one in. Llorente's there. Headers it inside the 6-yard box. It's over the bar. It's a good chance for Llorente. Unfortunately, he has not scored. Things remain 0-0 here as we approach half-time. Aberdeen currently drawn with Hibernian by 0 goals to 0. We are 2 games. Oh no, Hibernian have just took the lead. So as soon as I spoke too soon, Martin Boyle gives Hibs the lead. I think Rangers have just took the leads as well there. So those results ain't exactly how we wanted it. You've done well so far. Keep going and you'll get the win. I do believe that to be true. I think we have done well. We're going to go attacking here. We are going to go a bit more direct. We're going up the tempo. We're still going to keep the short passing, but we're just going to try and go for it a bit more and try and get the ball forward a bit quicker in this second half and try and put Ross County under more pressure, especially at their back, and force more opportunities and see if we can, get this goal, get this breakthrough goal. But yeah, McGee sent off for Dundee then, and it's a penalty to Rangers, no surprise. So I mean, that'll probably see Rangers pick up the 3 points there. It's ball played back to the keeper. It's intercepted by Watson. Perez to Mackay. Llorente. Perez, the new man. Oh my God, Perez on his debut. He's clapping the pass for Llorente, but he should be getting punched in the face. How's he no scored that? Unreal. Great play, great build-up, but the attack wide of the mark. Not good enough. Inverness Cali Thistle now lead St Johnstone. Nobody's seen this comeback, but Inverness Cali Thistle about to pull it off perhaps. Chris Martin gives them a 2-1 lead. Now it's Ross County. Ball through to Ross Callaghan. It's the former Hearts man. Hits the post. Hits the post. That was squeaky bum time. I was panicking there. I was expecting the worst. Thankfully, it did not go in. Ben Woodburn is focused. Oh man, what do we do? Who do we take? I don't know. Who's coming on to get a winner here? I think we'll bring on Chapman.
we're going to bring on Harry Chapman. Is that it? Llorente, some of the good games. I do not want to take Llorente off. I always feel like with him on the pitch, he gives you that presence that you always feel like you can get a goal out of somewhere. So yeah, we're going to keep him on for now. We're going to up the tempo. We're going to go more direct with the passing. With 20 minutes to go, we're still looking for this first goal. And it could be a game where just one goal wins it. Our last 2 matches have been 1-0 wins. This could also be a game that is won by just the one goal. But at the moment, there's no sign of who that goal's going to be, who that team's going to be that wins it. I mean, you feel like we've been the better side, but it's a bit unpredictable. It's Clark. Oh, and he hits the side netting. Clark hits the side netting. Great chance for County to take the lead. Thankfully, they did not. Still, with 17 minutes to go, we're still in this. They're still in it. Everybody is still in it. We're going to bring on Josh Ginnelly. And I think we're going to bring on Aaron Presley. We're going to go for it. Aaron Presley is going to come on. And we're going to try and find a way past this Ross County defence. We're going to go very attacking. And we're just going to try here in the last 13 minutes. Let's shout. Let's demand more. See if the lads can give us anything. In this remaining 10 minutes, it's a Celtic now. Celtic with a 3-goal lead. 2 goals in quick succession there. We'll see them have the win at Celtic Park. But there's still time here. Instructions. Can we get the ball quicker? Forward? I don't know. Maybe this tiki-taka thing hasn't really worked for us. There's 3 minutes remaining. I mean, we've dominated possession, but we haven't really cut Ross County apart at the back, and that is what you need to do to score goals. And at the moment, it looks like we're going to draw here. It's not the result we wanted, and I might be going back on the formation. That is not what we came here to do, guys. I mean, it was a solid performance. You look at our midfield and defence, everyone had a good game, and like I said, it is the first time we've used this, so perhaps that doesn't help either. But yeah, that is a bit disappointing. I thought we should have won that. Things didn't go our way. We should have won it though, let's be real, guys. We should have won that. That should have been a win for us. But we didn't get it. And we missed the opportunity to beat them and go, within 1 point. So, Rui Perez makes his debut. Actually should have scored. He had a really good chance in that game. Didn't take it. And now we get 2 games off in the Premiership because we've got Cup action up next. Scottish Cup followed by the Premier Sports Cup final. Going to be massive games. Looking forward to them both. I think we might repeat that formation against Peterhead. I would expect us to get the win against them. Maybe I shouldn't have debuted it in a massive win, a massive game, a must-need-it win game against Ross County. But here, I tried. It didn't work. It is what it is. We're still in 6th place. We've still got a chance of obviously catching County. We're only 4 points behind. Aberdeen's form is beginning to dip. We could maybe catch them, but unfortunately Hibernian seem to be on a roll at the moment. They are now 11 points ahead of us. We do have 2 games in hand. Win them, we can bring it down to 5, but it is not going to be easy. Anyway, guys, that is it. Like I said, we've got Peterhead up in 2 days' time. We're going to rest the lads, try and field a pretty strong team for that, but I do expect a few changes to be made, rest a few players, some key players will see that game out, try and get the fitness back up, and then we've got a massive double-header back-to-back games against Rangers. We've got the Premier Sports Cup final, and then we've got Rangers in the league at Ibrox. It's going to be a massive game, guys. Make sure you tune in to those episodes, but until next time, that is it. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe until next time, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.